Alright, so today I'm going to be installing a switch panel in this thingamajigger. So far I have already kind of removed this under panel, which should be pretty simple for anybody. This car is a 318 Ti, so if it looks kind of weird, that's probably why. There's a screw on the side here, and then I think there's a couple underneath here for that little panel thing, and there's another one here. Once you get that, you can kind of pull that down. There's another screw for this plastic cover that goes under the steering here. Once you take that little Phillips out, it'll kind of just pull it right down. So we have access to the ignition switch right here. So far I've already kind of backed these little screws out using a flat, and there's one there and then the other side here. Usually there's like wax kind of covering it. Try to kind of clear it out first, because if you kind of, it gets annoying. So once you kind of have that out of the way, you can kind of just slide this guy out, which is what we really need access to. So this is kind of basically what gets toggled when you turn the key, basically. So we just need access to these guys here. I'm gonna kind of provide a little bit of my own diagram of where these should go, and I'll kind of put that little link or a link to that document so you can kind of follow it if you want to. So if you wanted to do the same thing, you can kind of do it. So first I'm just gonna cut these wires right off from the switch itself, and once I have that out the way, I can kind of just route the cable however I want it, kind of go in there. I think I might just go right behind here, then under there, and maybe feed it and then kind of make its way somewhere here. I'm gonna try and make a panel of some sort to kind of put this here, and then that's pretty much what we're doing today. Alright, so the way this power switch works, you can see right here you got a 20 amp, you got your 12 volt, and then you got your off. Your off is basically where the ground's gonna go. 12 volt is where the red power wire is gonna go. And on this 20 amp, this little guy here, this is where the accessories are pretty much gonna go. So that's like your green and your purple wire. So in order to do that, we're gonna have to bridge these two switches here. That last switch is basically gonna be unused unless I figure out something else to use for it. I don't know yet, but we'll see. So the stage I'm at right now is I'm basically just gonna solder this two right there, and then kind of cut this as well, and then just solder that there. Alright? not to blame. Alright, so far I've connected all the wires and soldered them in place, put some shrink tubing on them. Now I'm pretty much, I ran it kind of under, over here, and it goes right under there, comes over here, and then it basically is just gonna come out right here. So I cut them pretty long so I can kind of get, you know, full access to it, and then I'll just kind of bunch them up and throw it in the back there. But so far this is where I'm at, and the next stage is I'm just gonna go over to the panel itself, and I've already soldered in the accessory bridge there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make the final connections and then hopefully check it out and make sure it works.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't.
Alright, so after all that hard work, I have everything connected. As I was going to test it out, check this out. Turn it on. But no cranky crank, man. No crank. So after reading fault codes, the EWS seems to be fine. When it's plugged in, you can hear the relay click, so that seems fine as well. I jumped the two power wires there. I believe they're black and yellow, and you see black and yellow, and then black and green. If the solder was okay, it should have turned at least, but that's not happening. So, you know, typical E36 things, you know, you try and do something and other shit breaks. So that's where I'm at. Luckily, I'm gonna take it over. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna have the windshield replaced, so I can't take it tomorrow. But I'm gonna take it over to my friends at Expert Auto in Margate. They've been doing work for me for a long time. They're really good guys, know exactly what they're doing, and I trust them with all my cars. So I'm gonna take it over to them and, you know, have them sort out the oil pan gasket, which I need to get done, which is leaking super bad. And then I also am gonna have them sort out the starter for me, and then hopefully I'll be able to, you know, button all this all back up again. As you can see, it's kind of a mess right now. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I do have all the wiring done. At least I do have to finish up just a little bit of things here. I kind of was playing around with some stuff and trying to make things work, but bummer. Alright, so that's where I'm at. See you soon.